Welcome to the Knot of the Week. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a heaving line, or otherwise known as an ass whipper. Alright, so the heaving line is a great alternative to a monkey's fist, if you're familiar with that, but basically this is a way to weight a line to throw it across a stream for like a shallow water crossing, or throw it over the tree for a bear bag or something like that. The first thing you want to do is make a bite in your line. General rule of thumb is about 2 to 3 inches of a bite that you're going to wrap, but then you're going to take the working end and you're going to basically trap that bite like this. So you'll make like a successive wrap around it, which almost kind of locks in that first wrap like this, and then you're just going to continue wrapping up. So the idea is to get about 5 different wraps through here before you tuck it back into the bite, and then pulling on the standing part here will actually lock this in, so as you hold it. So you can see that there's about 5 there wrap-wise, but the more wraps you make, the heavier the line's going to be. So if you get to, this point, which has, 10 wraps in it, it's going to be heavier for a more weighted throw than something with 5. So it really just kind of depends on what you want to make of it. So let's go over that one more time. You're just going to make a bite and wrap around that bite, and then wrap again. The important part about this wrap is that you go above the wrap that you just made and continue going above it, because that's what's actually going to lock it in whenever you go to pull the bottom here. So that again is how to make a heaving line. All right, so we've got our little mini heaving line knot on our DIY knot board display, and we're going to probably do just a couple more of these. I'm not really going to get too much more in depth with what I want to put on here. We talked about lashings, and then we kind of went down that rabbit hole, and do we do splicing, do we do lashings? And probably for the purposes of this board, we're going to leave those off, because that can get fairly complex in terms of number of those that we need to put on the board. And we're getting to the point where when we start doing labeling and things like that, there's probably not going to be much room for much else. So probably we've got maybe 1 to 2 more knots or so that we're going to do. And then I've been kind of thinking about how we're going to do this, and one of those is going to be a Solomon bar. So we're going to probably do that around the perimeter, maybe some other kind of sinnet or something like that to give some decoration to the outer edge. And then I thought about like a black velour or something behind all this that will actually mount to it. And I'm not really sure exactly how I'm going to do the mounting of the lines. I thought about, I've just got kind of like an air compressor staple gun, if you will, so it's a lot more powerful than a normal staple gun, and it shoots these really tiny staples too. So I thought about possibly doing that into this MDF backer, and then I thought about just taking it all to a frame shop and having them frame it after I get this all done. So that's just what I'm leaning on now. I'm not really sure what we're going to actually do, but just some initial thoughts. Thanks for watching the Knot of the Week. That is how to make a heaving line. Be sure to subscribe, ding the bell, ring the doorbell, whatever. Yeah.